Hey, Shalom, El praise Yah, Bashim and Shabbat Shemaka Kadash, the apostles and elders GreatMillStone who rule well. Shalom, to the elect out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. It's a brother, I'm one from the GMS London camp. Again, got an article in The Guardian. It says, China warns of tariffs on imposed US goods worth 60 billion. So, if you've been paying any attention to the geopolitical, to what's been going on between China and Trump's America, basically, then you'll know that they've basically that trade war's been boosted up, man. And it's like Trump kicked it off pretty hard, like imposing tariffs up until I think it was maybe 25. I can't remember, a couple billion on certain Chinese goods, like coming into America. So now China's looking to retaliate. So that basically shows that trade war is in full force. And the thing is like the apostle said, man, trade wars they become full wars real soon, man. Because the thing is like, trade's like now, especially with global economy, trade is the lifeblood of a society, man. If you can get trades, like for example, London, England, like, bruv, you go in the supermarket, the fucking oranges come from Spain, the bananas come from South America, fucking half the shit is getting imported from different countries, man. Barely anything's produced over here. So I thought that trade was stopped dead, the country's done. So it's like, you really mess about with a country's trade, fuck up with them making their money, that's gonna lead to war real quick. And you can see in the fingers, China, they've got an ally of Russia. And they've got interest as well in Iran. It's like, so basically they're bumping heads in certain interests, man. Because America's got certain interests in Syria and Iran, and Russia and China. They've got other interests around them areas, man. So that's basically the way the Lord's bringing in that World War III, man. It's being known, hey, this is how it's gonna pop off, man. So let me get into this. It says China's unveiled plans to impose retaliatory tariffs on US imports worth 60 billion, firing the latest volley in the mounting trade dispute between the world's two largest economies, which are currently conducting zero dialogue on trade. And the only reason China's the second biggest is because of America. You go into Revelation 18, it says what? Basically the kings of other nations, they grew fat off America, man. Basically the wealth of America. That's how everyone else is getting fat, man. That money America's making. How they get that? Off wickedness, man. Theft, robbery, slavery, man. Can't let them forget that. So it says what? Signaling the nation's readiness to respond to the higher tariffs threatened by Donald Trump on 200 billion of Chinese imports, officials in Beijing said countermeasures were ready and waiting for the next move from Washington. The Chinese Finance Ministry said 5,207 goods imported from the US could be subjected to the fresh tariffs, with levies ranging from 5 to 25% on products including aircraft, soybean oil, smoked beef, coffee, and flour. So it's like, bruv, the way them guys are slaving over there, you put tariffs on coffee, them guys might fucking riot, and then China's gonna have to do some shit. It's funny because it's like, it seems like small things. I think as people read, it's like, some simpletons, like, it's gonna be fine. They don't understand what's going on. If you go to fucking, you go to goddamn Starbucks one day, that shit costs $2.50. Then you come back the next day, it's like, okay, the tariffs come in. You're paying £4, $4.50 for the same thing. Then people gonna start fucking, start getting upset. They're gonna start paying attention, and then that's just gonna build up steam, man. And it's basically just going to lead to the point where violent action's going to have to be taken. That's how the Lord's got it set up. That's the beauty of it. Because it's like, it says what, I think it's what, 1 Thessalonians, that you brothers are not in darkness, this day shall take you as a thief. Because basically we're, watch and pray, man. You got to watch. You got to basically be paying attention to what's going on in the geopolitical and the landscape, so you can see how these things are coming. It's going to come as a thief in the night to the average dog, the average monkey out there. They don't know what the fuck's going on. But to us, we're alert, we're paying attention, we're watching these things happen. You can see where it's going to lead to, because we got the prophecies to guide us as well. We know that prophecy is going to be fulfilled. So where it's going. So that's why we can tell, like, hey, they're going to be using this to push this. That's why it's like the RFID chip. Right now, people, not too many people are implanting it, but almost everyone's using contactless cards. Everyone's using that the NFC payments off the phone. Basically, you can see the prophecies are moving forward, and it's like because you know what the end goal is. The Lord basically put the Spirit on you to be able to see where that's going, man. So that's why it's like, hey, this thing is immense, man. That's why it's like, if people are just gonna go by and just be like, you ain't paying attention, you're fanning the hand when you see the men of the Lord. The Lord's gonna he's watching. He's like, cool. When the time comes, there's gonna be appropriate judgment waiting for you, man. Said what? The move comes after Trump asked U.S. trade officials to consider imposing. I think I already read that. Oh, I know. Yeah, after U.S. trade officials considered imposing a 25% tariff on 200 billion of Chinese goods, up from the 10% level originally proposed last month. As the two countries attempt to reach an agreement on trade, China said at the time blackmail would not work and it would hit back. Speaking just hours after China unveiled the countermeasures on Friday, Larry Kudlow, Trump's chief economic advisor, said the US president was willing to follow through with his threat in a stark warning to Beijing, calling the Chinese economy weak from the lawn of the White House. In an interview with Bloomberg TV, Kudlow said the president has said time and again that targeted tariffs are going to be part of the game plan with China unless and until they begin to meet our requests. And so far they have not. They better not underestimate Trump's determination to follow through on our tasks. So really, that's basically Trump's letting you know this thing ain't just gonna, ain't gonna end in 2 days. Ain't gonna, okay, he's gonna flip flop. He's looking to just fuck it, ride it out. If it comes to war, it comes to war, and that's how the Lord. That's why, Spirit of the Lord, man, because he's basically fomenting in the hearts. They're gonna go to war. It's like Pharaoh's heart was hardened, so it could be escalated to the point where the Lord had it, where his people, you had them get, you had the judgment reach such a crescendo, this deliciously destructive note, man. And that's how the Lord's gonna do it again, but to an even more immense scale, man. Global. Everyone's gonna know. Every eye shall see, every tongue confess. That's how it's gonna be. Everyone ain't no one gonna be able to deny what's happened. Me, this Jeremiah 51. Let me start with verse 6, 51 and 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. And yeah, this is a recompense. America's done the wicked acts. That means the check's there, it needs to get paid in righteous judgment. And it says what? Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation is drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. That's why everyone's out here following that American way of life, protecting homosexuals, giving women rights, all this. Because they're all mad. They're actually thinking there's benefit in that. But it's basically like the Lord's just given the kingdom to Esau for a season. That don't mean that is just the righteous, most ultimate way to live. The Lord gives kingdoms to whoever he wants. Said even the bases of men. That's why you got monkeys rolling around, walking around in suits, thinking they're gods on the earth. These guys can't stand the sun, but he's meant to be a god. Give me a break. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. And that's, what Trump's trying to do. That make America great again. He's trying to bring back that old ancient wickedness. Really, it's like that New World Order, man. That New World Order plan. Because not, they're not trying to bring back old America. Really, they're just basically pushing forward the plans of the elites, which is what you got getting pushed. But hey, what's gonna happen? Ain't gonna work. The Lord's basically got it, man. What was it Job 5 and 12, man? Disappointed of the devices of the crafty. Esau's that crafty, wily devil got all these plans. Gonna be disappointed, man. Says Babylon is suddenly for yeah. So we should have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to his own country. For a judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So you know how it says what he would have healed Babylon, but he couldn't be healed. And that's it, man. Esau's time is done. The bounds have been set. He cannot pass. That's why it's like, look, man, that's beautiful, man. The judge says what? Everyone's going to flee from Babylon because that judgment's going to be coming. It's going to be a level where people ain't even going to be able to be like, yo, messing with shit. Yo, Babylon, though. Oh, that was America. Hey, people will be getting messed up, man, when America's getting nuked, man. That's America. Millions of nukes just flying and smashing into America. People are going to be messed up, man. They don't really know what to do. People don't actually believe the prophecies. So it's really going to take them. They're just going to, whoa, shit. 2/3 see them nukes flying, man. Shit. But yeah, man, I'll leave it there, you know. Shalom.